welcome back. My name's Laura and I'm a fourth year medical student currently studying in the UK. This video is all about what to do if you've not got any offers for medical school this year round. Medical school applications are very competitive with thousands and thousands of students applying each year. It can be quite disappointing with all the effort that you put into your application to not get offers for medical schools. However, it's only the start of your journey into medicine if it's still something you want to do. There are so many different avenues to get into medical school, so please don't be disheartened if you haven't got the offers to the medical schools you are hoping for this year. In this video, I plan to talk about all of the different things that are still available to you if you want to pursue a career in medicine. So there are three main options available to you if you still want to study and become a doctor. The first one is quite a generic one, and one that you probably have already considered if you haven't received an offer this year. And that's to take a gap year and reapply next year. This is a really common part of the application process, and there are thousands of people that do this each year. It's a very clever way of being able to donate more time and to prepare and focus more on your application for medical school. It allows you to gain more experience in places like the hospitals or to shadow people in the GP. It can also allow you to have a front-facing job in places like physios or pharmacies to get a better understanding of clients and face-to-face contact with members of the public. You could also look into days that the universities around you hold, or you could also look into research opportunities available to you in your gap year. It also gives you the opportunity to start building up some funds that will support you going through your university process when you reapply the next time round. You could get a job, part-time or full-time, and still have the ability to do other parts of your daily life as normal. Depending on what part of the process was potentially not as strong as it could have been for your application to medical school, you can really hone in and focus on this and improve it for your next application, such as the UCAT, BMAT, or A-levels. It's a great opportunity to be able to excel in these the next time round and to put yourself in the position at the very top of the pile for medical schools to consider. I think it's also a really good opportunity to gain more experience and confidence with interviews. Often interviews can be a massive part of the medical school application process that students find most daunting. This is because it's a very new experience and something that you don't get a lot of time to prepare for. So I'd highly recommend using your everyday experiences whilst in your gap year to prepare and gain confidence to be able to sit in front of your interviews next time round and to excel. After several years at school, and if you're a fresh school leaver like I was, it can be a great opportunity to actually just unwind and relax. There's so many pressures put on throughout school from your AS levels, A-levels, interviews, UCAT, and it's really lovely to be able to just relax and prepare for the road ahead. Having the time out and the ability to reapply means that you actually can choose better suited medical schools for you. You may be able to increase the number of medical schools on your form by simply resitting things like the UCAT or A-levels and bumping up your scores. Since you don't have the pressures of external things such as exams and schoolworks, you'll be able to focus solely on how you want to prepare for medical school application, and it really does make a difference if it's something that you really want to do. I also think reapplying for medical school shows how passionate and determined you are to become a doctor, and this really shines through in interviews, in your personal statement, and just simply when you become a doctor yourself. You'll realise how much effort you put in and it'll all be worth it in the end. Another really popular option considered by medical school applicants is to take their insurance choice off a different degree entirely. This should still be available to you through UCAS if it's something you want to do, or you could go into clearing and find a course that would suit you best. You can either sidestep medicine completely and choose a totally irrelevant course, or if you're still considering applying to medicine, you could choose a course such as biomedical sciences or some sort of pharmaceutical degree that would give you quite an overlap. So when you come to reapply to medical school, it's quite a nice consistency throughout. Medical schools really appreciate graduate entry medicine students, and it's something that they would not discourage whatsoever. It means that you'll be really well prepared for medicine, and you'll also have had a head start in learning some of the materials that will be covered throughout medical school. It's a great opportunity to try something different, make a bunch of new friends, and also to get a head start into the university life. It will add a couple more years onto your degree, but it also means that you leave already with 2 degrees out of medical school, which can really help when you're applying later down the line to consultancy positions. If you then decide to reapply as a graduate entry medical student, you'll be able to apply with a totally different form and group of people. This means that the pool is very diverse and will give you a really high chance of being selected to interviews and then getting into medical school themselves. Another option available and could be considered by a select group of students is the foundation programs. These are run by certain medical schools in the UK, and it means that there's an extra year of study that you do prior to starting medical school. It's a run-through course, so you don't need to reapply to medical school. However, you will spend a year doing a more foundation level course prior to this. If you want to find more about this, I can put links in the bio down below, so do check them out if it's something that you think you might be interested in. It's available to a certain group of people, and if you fit this criteria, then it's widely available for you to use. So there's 3 of the main options aspiring medical students will consider if they haven't received successful applications to medical schools this year. As I've already mentioned, not getting a place this year does not mean it's the end of your road to becoming a doctor. It's simply just a sidestep in a different direction. There are so many different avenues to get into medical school, and it's a really common thing to have occur to a lot of medical students across the UK. So you're definitely not alone if you're considering any of the options I've mentioned in this video. If you've got any questions, feel free to drop them in the comment section down below, and I'd be happy to get back to you. So really the next step is to research what's best and most suitable for you, and to also start considering how you're going to excel in your application for next time round. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you found some of these options useful and that you take time to consider what suits you best with your future career and what you have aspirations to do in the future. I hope all goes well, and I will see you in the next videos. Bye bye!